Hello and welcome back to a Game of Thrones mod for Crusader Kings 2. So, last time I had some confusion over basically when some wars happened that somehow got this guy in charge. It looks like the host war ended the episode before that one. Anyway, got a little bit confused, but we're all back on track now. Now we do have a new region, because we just killed our previous one. It was a total accident, had no idea that was going to happen. We now have Sir Clifford. Sir Clifford, he does not like me. He is zealous, shy, wrath, charitable, and honest. So, he's zealous. That would lead me to believe that he would think that we should be educated, because we need a new educator, well, somebody religious. That would seem like the way he would go. Like, that seems kind of his thing. So, I think that we should be educated by our septum. That makes a lot of sense. He is the religious person around. He is probably who we would put in. We do also need a new castellan, but we'll get to that in a second. So we will be educated by... Where are we? Us? By septum. Where is our septum? Presumably has high learning. Septum of New Barrel? Our septum? Yeah. Yeah, that seems reasonable. He is kind, zealous. Seems like he would want us to, he'd want us to learn how to be a better person from our septum. It would either be that or himself, I think. I think he might not put himself in charge, so that's where we're going. I think he'll be our septum. Like, he would put our septum in charge of our education. Just trying to make us a better person and to stop killing people. New Castellan. So, Castellan has to have high stewardship. Isaac, it has the highest stewardship. And Colin is lacking behind. Colin also wants to be a marshal, which means that our next one down would be, you want to be treasurer, spy master, treasurer, justicar. Isaac, you win. And you can probably oversee the province, I think. Just local tax modifier? Yeah, that seems reasonable. Something that would really... I'm trying to I would imagine it's not going to be Duncan organising this, it's going to be his regent. His regent would put in the best person in charge and would just try and, you know, make the realm not fall apart until Duncan takes in charge. Okay, we can press our de jure claims, probably not going to do that. And we have some special titles to do. Okay, I think we're ready to start. So yeah, I haven't added in all of the... Oh wow, a whole bunch of stuff. We got some Iron Throne people, Red Pearl Military Ruler happened to us. Okay, I'm going to say this without unpausing. I haven't added in all of the custom characters that I've got in the comments yet, just because I want to add them all in at once, and if I add them in piecemeal, then there's going to be issues, and I'd prefer there to just be like one save that goes wrong opposed to lots of them, and it takes some time to get them all ready, so, you know, that's about it. Ooh, we're about to win a battle. We're probably still not going to win the war, but we might win this battle, although they do have hills, so we might lose it. Let's have a look here. We won a battle. Our liege won a battle. Fantastic. Oh, the Vale died. The Serwyn of the Vale died a natural death. It's now Alzandor II of the Vale. He's depressed, craven, honest, kind, slothful, greedy. Okay, and if he dies, it will then go to Osmond, and he'll probably die very soon. Who's an imbecile? Oh, great. The Vale's going to fall apart very, very soon. Yeah, -8 to every stat. That's not looking good for him. Not looking good for him at all. We have lots of weak claims to press. The King on the Iron Throne. In the name of the Father, I, King Bors of House Baratheon, promise, pledge, and guarantee in the sight of the Seven that I will be the protector and defender of the realm and always useful to it, however many, insofar as I am supported by divine assistance according to my knowledge and ability. Today, King Bors will be crowned by His Holiness the High Septum and formally received the title of King of the Andals, the reign of the First Man, Lord of the Seven Kingdoms, and Protector of the Realm. He is no king of mine. That's because we're not actually underneath him right now. We are currently in the Reach and Westlands War, but we will be underneath him soon. Okay, so we can press claims on the king, if we wanted to, for Frulia Fossoway. Who the hell is Frulia Fossoway? Our cousin? Son of Lord Simon of Yelshire, who is the son of Lord Briar of Yelshire, who wasn't a Fossoway. How are you a Oh, because it was a matrilineal marriage to Tanya. His son is now in charge. Okay. And Fruella has a claim on this, as does he. He also has the same claim on Egerton. Okay. Windwater, nope, and then some High Lordships that we can't press claims on. Okay, Pike died stillborn. That's daughter of Clayton the Kind, who has a lot of children who are all going to inherit his strong claims on our lands. Lords of the Vale changed taxes. Perfect. Love it when they change taxes. People are being released from dungeons. Okay, presumably people who were in the war. We're actually not as far behind on war score as we were a second ago. We might actually sneak ahead. Maybe? Yeah. Oh no, we lost that battle. We're about to lose. Okay. We almost snuck ahead, but then we lost the battle. Stormlands founded the Crown Loyalist faction. Okay. So the Wild... Wait, the Wilds are in charge of the Stormland. They must have just been put in charge, right? Did I miss that? Kingdom of the Stormlands. History. So Boris inherited, and then on the 10th... On the 19th of November. So yeah, literally 3 days ago he was given it. Okay. Well, that's cool. So that means the Stormlands are now independent, and Dorne is also independent. Dorne was given to Ivy Hall. Just the House of Ivy Hall, which means that, yeah, this is a bastard house. That's it. That's all that Ivy Hall is, because his parent was Sarilla the Unfaithful, who is a Yornwood. Who are the Yornwoods? The Yornwoods came from... Let's have a look, see if we can find head of dynasty. That will probably give us an idea. You are... Oh, so they're from Dorne. So yeah, it's a Dornish house, effectively. But they're a Reachman, in terms of culture. Oh, okay. You're a Stormlander in terms of culture, so that works out. Yeah, everything's gone crazy. Got all these new houses in charge. All the old houses are dead. Well, I mean, actually Baratheon's still doing pretty fine. It's in charge of the Iron Throne. So, Targaryen's gone. Blackfire's gone. Martells are gone. Lannisters are gone, Tullys are gone, so all we got is they got Aarons and we've got the Starks. The Starks are the ones that I would say are by far the strongest right now. Like out of those. How many do the Westlands have in troops? I just want to check here. 10,000. We have 15,000. We might win. I thought the Westlands had significantly more troops than us. Maybe we lost some battles that I missed. Weird. We might actually win our war against the Westlands for the Gold Road. For Melos Ashford. But because he's not actually... Wait a second. Because Melos Ashford is not actually landed, this means that the Gold Road would stay under the Westerlands, but would just be under the Ashford, like, house. So what? I don't understand why he's so into this war. This is a really bad war for him. Like, even if he wins it. Okay. Lord Paramount Domeric of the North won their war against the peasants, which means he's only in the Trident's war. He's only in the war for the Trident to get the Riverlands, who I believe the Trident is... That's like the Tully claim for the Riverlands? Am I missing? It's Joshua Tully? Yeah, Joshua Tully. Yeah. Wait, is he allied to the Tullys or allied to the Freys? I think it's the Tullys he's allied to. Yeah, he's allied to the Tullys. So that should be the Tullys back in charge of the Riverlands afterwards. She is so funny and above all beautiful. I think I am falling for her. Ellery Flowers. She is content, deceitful, gluttonous, and humble. We are cruel, arbitrary, gregarious, and greedy. Sure, why not? I don't see anything that said about us that would say we're not into her, and we've got gregarious, so... I mean, yeah, I'll try and talk to her. Ellery and I talked for hours and soon became inseparable. If there was a chore, a homework, or anything we could do together, we did it. If it weren't for my nanny, then we would have slept in the same bed too. Is this how it is when you were in love? Teenage infatuation. Okay. We're not a teenager yet, but fine. We'll call it that. Quite like each other. Makes the marriage choice a lot easier when we get to that point. As we aren't marrying, like we aren't being given anyone to marry because we are the head, like we are in charge. So we can just choose whoever we like. Okay. We can righteously imprison Colin. Why? Also, do I still have auto-stop plots on? I don't. He wants to replace Sir Clifford as Master... Colin, have you not heard what happened to everybody else? We can't even end his plot. Wait a second. I hope you can read that, because I am shocked. Needs to be approved by your region. My region will not approve us stopping, like our region, Sir Clifford, will not stop us from, wait, will not allow us to stop Colin. What? That's weird. And he wants to kill Garth the Starpike. I'm kind of alright with that. I don't really care. Okay. I'm still shocked that Sir Clifford won't allow us to say no. Oh well, there's nothing we can do. We're not going to do a 38% chance to imprison. That seems like a great way to lose your kingdom. Westlands, I think actually after the Reach sieges this province will be in a very good position. My liege, I write to you with bad news from Newbrow. My efforts to squeeze some extra taxes out of the population have been met with resistance and the peasants are arming themselves. I fear we may have a revolt on our hands here soon. Your humble steward, Elry. These troublesome peasants. Yes, yes. Peasants are bad. Maester Paxter has been tutoring me these past few months and has been a good teacher. I feel like I know such much more. I am a good pupil. Such much more. So much more? Okay, we got some intrigue. Such much more. That is, that's interesting. Okay. Well, we'll keep going. Another pike died stillborn. There must be some curse against them. High Septim has died and been succeeded by Septim. My lord, tragic news. His Holiness the High Septim has passed away. The gods losing their worldly avatar. A successor must be chosen. Selected. People are accepting Trent's calls to war for their. So Josh, wait, where is it? Yeah, someone else has joined Joshua, and we had average military ruler happen to us because we're better at military ruling now. Cool. Cool. Everything seems good. He was given a seat on the Council of the Most Devout. How's the siege going? You gonna win it? Any way that we can possibly look at the siege? Nope. Your Septim Harold of Newbrow reports that Master Meribald of Applesford has been humbled by your endless generosity to the poor in Newbrow. The peasants are singing your name. A job well done. Yes, a job well done. Any way we can switch to siege view? I don't think we can do it unless we're in the war. Bit annoying. Oh, I didn't notice the Gold Road has its own bonus for supply limit and local movement speed. That's quite cool. Yeah. I suppose if you get a couple along the Gold Road, you can, like a couple of provinces, you can maybe move back and forth and trick the AI. Elry certainly handles a sword expertly, but when we started fencing, I realised she probably had only read our teacher's treatise without ever actually practicing any of her moves. I easily disarmed Elry, and when I extended my hand to thank her for the practice, she slapped it aside and named me her rival. Do you really want me as your rival? We're now rivals? But we had teenage infatuation not too long. We still have that. Oh no. We're now rivals. Well, this is just a roller coaster of emotions. Oh no. These are people I grew up with. I feel we bonded over the years. Okay, so Oswell is our friend and Imara is our sister. Who is a pretender and claimant to the High Lordship, so would like it herself. And Oswell is our friend. Okay, we're friends with a couple of bastards. Alright. Theodore Durwell died of gonorrhea. Alright. Perwyn of the Crossing accepted Lord Paramount Joshua II's of the Riverlands peace offer. So the Tullys are back in charge of the Riverlands. Didn't take them very long, but they're back in charge. And the Freys are back in charge of their lands over here, maybe? Is that the Freys? Yeah, the Freys are back in charge of their lands over here. Their High Lordship of the Crossing, which is not very large right now. They might actually lose that as well. Oh, okay. We got the Gold Road, which means that they should lose a little bit of their war score. Because a lot of their war score... Oh, they've got a lot from battles as well, but the occupation has given us a lot. Basically because they had a ticking war score against us. People were being banished. And the guy was released. Yeah, people were just released from up there. Everyone's back under the Iron Throne along that line. It's just the Reach in the Westlands who need to finish their wars. They're still in a war. They are in a war for Acorn's Ridge against Against the Riverlands. Oh, that must have been a war that was against the Riverlands while the Freys were in charge, and then he just inherited it. New Lord Commander on the wall. Night gathers, and now my watch begins. It shall not end until my death. I shall take no wife, hold no lands, father no children. I shall wear no crowns. I shall win no glory. I shall live and die at my post. I am the sword in the darkness. I am the watcher on the walls. I am the fire that burns against the cold. The light that brings the dawn. The horn that wakes sleepers. The shield that guards the realms of men. I pledge my life and honor to the night's watch for this night and all nights to come. The Lord Commander has died. Bryden Boggs will replace him and serve the realm in these troubled times. Bryden Boggs has a merchant republic. The Night's Watch is now a merchant republic. Thought you'd like to know. Okay. Apart from that, nothing else really. It should go down to Perkinbogs. It says, wait. Expected successor. Then why does he have an heir? Does he have something else? Oh, he also owns House Boggs because it is now a merchant republic. There are now individual houses in charge of like the republic up here, which means that even once he loses, once he dies, there will still be houses and it will still be a merchant republic, I think. That's weird. Lionel Fossoway attempted to imprison someone and succeeded. Our septum reports that his charity work is proceeding well. The poor are being fed and our piety standing has improved. Yes, more piety. Fantastic. We are currently 13. Almost old enough to marry. We could just marry the person who we're a rival to. That's a definite possibility because of teenage infatuation. Lord Andre of Harrenhal was murdered on the orders of Bella Piper. So, Andre, who did Harrenhal go to? So she was murdered by Bella Piper. Bella Piper is married to Cleos Malister. Don't know why she murdered him. Okay. But who did his land go to? High Lordship of Harrenhal is now held by Eustace Vance. So yeah, just jump between the Vances. I don't know what that was about. Harrenhal have approved tax laws. You're being released from more dungeons. Come on, the Reach. I believe in you. You can win this war. I want to be back under the Iron Throne. You could kill that army. Come on. You just walk over there and kill it. Okay, more people being released from other people's dungeons. What age are we? We're 13 still. 14 very soon. We're 13 and a half. It's important to make that distinction. How's the siege going? Who knows? I would like to be able to go investigate and go where the siege is. Lord Paramount Lauren the Bold has founded the Independence faction. I forgot that you existed. I forgot that the Iron Isles existed as a thing. Okay, there you have an Independence faction. How strong are they? They have 20,000 troops and the Iron Throne has 77, which is actually closer than you'd think because the Iron Throne actually only has 57 because 20,000 of them are from the Iron Isles. And if you could get another Lord Paramount to agree, that could easily be an Independence faction being successful. Changing vassal contracts around, alright. Okay, they won the siege. They're now going to kill them before they can get the next siege done. They're going to siege it down really quickly, and then they're going to move back to the province that they were sieging. So they kill this army. Maybe they follow it. They might follow it, or alright, they're just going to siege it. Yeah, they assaulted it because it was easy to assault. We need a new Justicar. Did our Justicar die? I guess I'm not going to get pop-up about it. Our Justicar is dead. We need a new Justicar. Lord of Hastewick, I guess. He makes the most sense. He is Paragon of Virtue. He is also a Lord, so gets first dibs. And we have no one else who wants to be Justicar, so, you know. Buford, you are in charge, and you can improve diplomatic relations with our Lord Paramount. Oh, that wasn't what we wanted you to do. We wanted you to fabricate a claim on Cider Hall. Wait, do we already have a claim on Cider Hall? I think we might have already got it. We already got our claim. Alright, in which case just improve relations, that's fine. He's attempting to imprison some people. That's fine. People being released from dungeons. Alright. People are usurping Iblock from Holger of Iblock. What's Iblock? Why am I being told about that? That's weird. Does she have a mustache? It definitely looks like some serious mustache going on over there. Okay, is that a thing because she's a god of... like, she worships that god? Is that a special thing, or... I don't know, maybe she likes having a mustache. Who am I to judge? So he's sieging there. They're sieging this one. So this is going to unsiege, and then once this one finishes sieging, he'll run over. He'll then assault this a couple of times, and he'll run back. That's my theory for how this is going to go. Because he's got 10,000 men, they might actually siege at roughly the same time. Let's see if the AI will follow exactly what I think they will. Are we 14 yet? We're 14. We could marry. I want to marry my teenage infatuation rival, Elry Flowers. I think this is an awful idea. Between Duncan and her. Yes. Okay. Our regent would say yes as well. I'm going for it. It seems like what Duncan would want to do. Lord Duncan Fossoway and Lady Elwy have got married, and it's customary for a dowry to be paid to the groom's house, but no one is there to pay it. Yes, we will of course hold a wedding feast. All my vassals will be there. Yes, all the vassals at the wedding feast. Except for Serena, she's dead. She's not going to be coming. New Lord Commander on the wall. Night gathers, now my watch begins. It shall not end until my death. I shall take no wife, hold no lands, father no children. I shall win no crowns, win no glory. I shall live and die at my post, stand as a ward in the darkness, and watch from the wall. The fire that burns against the cold, the light that brings in the dawn, the horn that wakes the sleepers, the shield that guards against the realms of men. I pledge life and honor to Night's Watch, and for this night and all nights to come. Lord Commander has died. Brian Bull will replace him and will serve the realm in these troubled times. Oh, and now it's back to being the Night's Watch. So it's no longer a Merchant Republic. It's gone. Merchant Republic's out of there. Okay, weird. Laurent of Golden Grove has declared a peasants' revolt against us. Okay. The best part about holding a wedding is organising the whole event. Well, we're greedy, so we probably don't want to spend too much on it. What about our regent? Our regent doesn't have any strong feelings one way or another. I don't want to spend too much on it. Most of the preparations for the wedding have been made. Now I only have sent out the invitations. I hereby invite you to. Dear Lord Duncan, I thank you for your invitation, but I will not be able to attend the wedding. In fact, I refuse to step foot in the same castle as you. Respectfully, Lord Paxter. Well, I don't like you either. Well, he just doesn't like us. Alright, that's why he didn't join. Dear Lord Duncan, I thank you for your invitation, but I will not be able to attend the wedding. In fact, I also refuse to set foot in the same castle as you. Respect, Lord Garce. He only kinda doesn't like us. While I was busy preparing for my feast, a troop of wandering jugglers arrived at the castle. They looked a bit ragged, but their performance would entertain the whole castle. Perhaps I should think about offering my patronage. No, it's my money. You can't have it. The fire blasted right past my face, and I felt how my hair started to curl away from the fire. The fire eater had been a little bit too careless for my taste, but his troop and he were clearly greatly skilled. No, it's my money. You can't have any. This is our standard procedure for being greedy. It's my money, and you can't have any. Lord Kristen of Acorn's Ridge accepted Lord Paramount Joshua of the Riverlands' offer. He's now imprisoned. The wedding day is upon us, and soon I shall be wed to Lady Elry in sight of all the Lords of Cockleswent. I shall be a glorious ceremony, apart from the two lords that didn't join. The guests have finally arrived, all is ready. The servants have worked day and night to prepare and decorate the dance hall. Lady Elry's gown is splendid, and the castle's never looked lovelier. And there's some nice new music playing. Welcome to the wedding. Oh, let time move on, that always helps. Here I stand before the gods to take up a holy vow of marriage with Elwy. The great lords and ladies of Cockleswent look on as I drape the arms of House Fossoway around my bride to finally seal our marriage. And now for the feast. Someone usurped a title from someone else. I started talking to one of my guests at the feast and found them most interesting. Hours flew by, wine bottles were emptied, and other guests excused themselves went to bed. But we kept talking into the wee hours. Aaron Flowers, is he not our friend already? He's a different Flowers. He's a different Flowers. Okay, but now we are friends. Okay, so we're friends with even more bastards. Okay. And we're marrying one. Weird. The feast is winding down, now only the bedding remains. Duncan and Elry are stripped of all garments by the revellers who make many a bawdy joke along the way. They're finally bundled into their bedchamber, where they're finally left alone. A fine tradition. They will finally be bedded. The morning after the wedding feast has come, and all the lords and ladies are finally making their way home. All agree it was a fine celebration. Many predict that the newlyweds shall be most content. I had great fun, and so did everyone else. That's us married, and I think this is a good point to end the episode. Thank you for watching. Next time, well, we might have the Westlands might actually win the war, and we might be back underneath the Iron Throne, except it'll be a Baratheon this time. Anyway, see you then.